Hi. Hi there, Iris Lucy. How you doing? Sorry I didn't respond right away. I was sending out the notifications, wasn't looking at the chat for a second. How you doing? Or is it Iris? Yeah, it's Iris Lucy, right? Yeah. Yes. How you doing? Welcome. Today is Monday. We're doing D&D. By the way, I just followed you on Twitter. Maybe, I don't know. It all depends. Hun, I don't follow back unless I get to know you. Sorry, that's just kind of how I am. If you stick around and I get to know you, maybe. But welcome. We're working on some D&D stuff today. The party's muted, so fun for me. So. Fun. Do. I feel like I'm forgetting to do something other than shut my door. 1 second. I was looking for this earlier. I found the water cap to the water bottle. I did something amazing. Harassing people before stream starts. Sounds about right. I'm a menace to society. Someone has to harass these people. And you chose me, I guess. I need to cause chaos now. Listen, you don't have to cause chaos, but like, I don't know. I wanted to cause problems, and you were the first person on the thing that I saw. Well, guess I'm bothering Brutus. It'll be fine. I'm just waiting. 2 minutes, 2-minute warning. I gotta let them know. 2-minute warning. Soon. Listen. I'm sorry. You're just so easy to poke. And you're a giant. I have to poke the giant. Why not? I could poke a falcon, but falcon doesn't respond as fast as you do. Yes, and now I must cause chaos. Oh no. Did I set up everything correctly? Actually, that's a good thought process. Is all the channel point redemptions there? Are they all not there still? Now that I think about it. Let's do this real quick. Yes, I know I'm live. Channel points. Oh. Hands. Manage. No, 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 no. Whoop. 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 Okay. I fixed it. There's more now. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Oh, just in time too. Good. I fixed it. Hopefully. You might have to refresh, but I fixed it. Brutus. I fixed it. I gotta join the voice chat now. What is this? Why is there a cat screaming? Emoji?
Cat, wait, what? Ah.
I'm just like, I'm about to come join in, and I stopped and stared at the emoji, and I was like, I must stare. Screech.
Fucking cat. Just.
Doesn't fucking exist.
Alright. We excited?
No.
Why not?
Just no.
I don't trust you.
Just no.
Trust issues, I swear.
But no, I'm definitely excited.
Yes.
Yes, I am definitely excited.
Also, yes, I am excited. Because that yes was not directed towards you at first.
Yeah.
You see, chat, this is how they treat me. They don't trust me at all.
No, I trust you.
I never do anything wrong.
Well,
I am just focused.
Yeah. Am I probably the only one that actually trusts you?
I feel like it some days. Because I feel like you're like blindly like, yeah, let's trust the DM. Let's go do this.
No.
Oh.
Do I trust you as a DM? Absolutely not.
Exactly. I trust you as a person, Fox. Do I trust you as a
Yeah.
DM? Hell to the no.
Well, that's one way to put it.
I don't even know what you're...
Cornflakes is in the chat like, I don't blame them. Rude. Alright. Anywho.
Also, I think you have the wrong map on Roll20.
No.
Wait, we're in the woods?
I don't...
Or well...
Who knows? We'll get to that.
Who
Oh,
knows?
okay.
Oh.
Or are we catching up on what Todd had fun with?
Yeah, we're gonna catch up on Todd first. So Todd,
You're right.
you got bored. I mean, you've been following these guys for a while, and you're like, oh, they're not doing anything fun.
You guys are boring.
Yeah.
So
Like, but why are you following us? Like,
Oh.
so they had mentioned
That'd be
something
more
about
interesting.
going to the guard's place, and you really didn't feel like going to see a lot of people in uniform. They're...
That's surprising.
Whoa!
No, but a bunch of guards, no.
Yeah, a
No.
bunch
I
of
was like-
guards. Bunch, like the police, and you were like,
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
fuck the police.
that doesn't
No.
sound
The
fun.
police.
So, what would have Todd done? As you wanted to not go to where they were going, what would have Todd gone to do? to find entertainment or to work.
Oh yeah, because I have to find a quote-unquote job. Well, Roll20 is being a whiny little baby and not loading, so I'm gonna ignore that.
Oh, it's
I mean,
it's gonna be a minute before you figure out what's going on there.
Right, that's kind of how I feel about it. I'm just like, oh, everything's not having a good time. Anyway, what am I doing? Well, it's a very good question. I guess I probably haven't been to the city for very long, so probably just sightseeing, quote unquote.
Okay.
Window shopping.
Getting a feeling for where I'm at.
So you go off the beaten path. You're looking around. There's the marketplace that has a lot of knickknacks, a lot of shops. There's a pop-up religious stand where they're talking about the great of the red moon goddess and how wonderful she is.
Ew. I will look at the trinket shop.
Trinket shop? Alright, so you go to the trinket shop.
Yes,
It's
the
got
trinket shop.
It's got quite a few things. It has little keychains of in the shape of yaks. They have the shield, which has a round fire circle thing that's on it. That one of the generals has. It's on the main statue where all the guards are.
Kind of interesting.
A
A lot of knickknacks and
lot of knickknacks, a lot of toys, a lot of trinkets. There's like a toy flute, wooden flute. You know it's not made correctly, but you know kids probably
oh, it's
buy
one
it.
of those.
Yeah. You've seen a kid pay a cup of copper for one and then go off playing it, and you're like, ugh.
My ear holes. Oh my god. That's all really cute.
Uh,
I don't really think there's probably if there's anything I'm really looking for. I'm just trying to get a look at I really don't know what I'm looking for. I know there was the tavern. Came through the tavern.
You can go back to the tavern. You were working there for a bit.
I mean, it was working. Kind of.
Yeah. Kind of.
Kind of. Is there anything else besides the weird religion stand?
Go ahead and roll a perception. See what you see.
Okay. Wow, Todd, you see things. You finally see things.
What
you have
does
special
Todd-
eyes.
What does Todd
I
see
have
with his
special eyes.
special eyes?
Well, let's see. I see. Oh my goodness, you really see things. 21.
A 21. Awesome. Alright,
That's
so
amazing.
you see there's a pop-up shop for rations, there's a pop-up shop that's selling fried foods. There's a pop-up shop for jewelry. These are just in the main tents area. There's even one that is mostly closed, but you can see peeking out of it like a bunch of books. So it looks like they're trying to keep the books safe. In the main shops, you can see there's lots of clothing, there's fashion, there's a general store, there's a herb store.
I really don't want to be like, what's the word? Oh, I don't remember the word. Anyway, I'm gonna go check out the clothes store.
Awesome. Alright, you go.
Predictable. I don't want to be predictable, but
All this interesting stuff. Clothes. I'm gonna look the part. Alright, so you enter the clothes store. Anything in particular that you're looking for?
I don't have a cool cloak.
You don't have a what?
I don't have a cool cloak.
A cool. Oh, you want a cool cloak? Awesome.
I want a cool cloak.
Alright.
You can't go wrong with a cloak.
Gotta have it.
Alright. So, one of the... I gotta come up with a voice for this guy. Hello, darling. How may I help you?
Fuck. Alright.
Sorry, it's the first voice that came to the top of my head.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just like, Shaw. Anyway. I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, hi. Anyway, hi. It's
Hello,
me, Todd.
You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Yeah, exactly. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. Yeah, I couldn't help but notice your fine selection of clothing, fashions.
Well, you know how it is. The best in the kingdom.
I mean, it's better than the last time I was in.
Oh, I hopefully by far.
I mean, it's certainly much better than the last town I was in. I think the last town was primarily orcs.
Anything in particular that you're looking for?
I don't know. Maybe something a little flashy.
Flashy. And I have so much in flashy, my dear. Anything in particular, like any colors? How flashy be looking?
Let's see.
Thank you,
Like, I
Brutus.
don't really
How dare you?
I don't really have a
Thank you for your
stopping point.
245 bits.
I'm thinking a cloak. With, I don't want to say sequined cloak.
Sequin cloak?
A sequin cloak.
A sequin cloak. Do they even have sequin
So
cloaks?
sorry. They could figure it out. Rhinestones, I don't know. Something like that.
Okay. So you want?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Alright, got you. Hold on. Yeah, sure. So they will look at you and they'll look at your general, how you present yourself. And I think I might have something for you. And they will hop up to the back and then they will pull out this. It's a two different type of purple cloak. On bits and pieces of it, it has this light kind of lavender purple, kind of similar to your skin. And then underneath, it's this dark purple. But on it is embroidered in like possibly silver thread is like stars and moons.
Oh, I really like that. Actually, yeah, I think that's gonna do nicely.
Splendid. He will look at you again. Do you have the coin for this? It is one of my pricier items.
What would you say the going price for something like this is? Just out of curiosity.
Oh no.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
And for this, I would say it's about 50 gold.
50 gold?
Yep. This is the flashiest thing I own.
Look like it costs about 50 gold.
Yeah.
Could you maybe do it for 20 gold?
Roll persuasion.
Let's see if we can sweet talk them.
Oh my god. Okay, let's see. 15 plus 6. 21?
Ooh. Well, that beats his 16, so he will.
I kinda,
Wow.
bat my eyelashes at him.
Try to be sit down.
The typical bard. I'll make you a deal. I'll take it for 20 gold if you happen to come by later tonight. We can go for a picnic by the blue moon.
Just
How much does
what
Todd
does
want
this
this?
character look like?
He is an elven man. He has long. His hair's all. Most of his hair is brushed to the side. He has one side of his head is shaven. It's long black hair. The tips are dyed in blue. He has quite fine clothes on, rings on every finger.
Oh my god, this dog. Sorry. Well, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna complain. Sure, I don't mind a little moonlight picnic.
Then it's a deal, and he will take your 20 gold.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
Immediately buys a cloak for 20 gold.
You now have a very fancy cloak. And he will.
I'm broke.
You are broke.
Wait, did you give up all your money?
No, but that was a good chunk of it.
Oh.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah.
Todd's like, I
Well,
need to
I'm
look.
finally on my desktop, and I'm looking at the map.
Was it worth it, Todd?
I think it was perfectly worth it. I have no complaints. Now, nobody can stop looking at me.
That's true. Everyone will have their eyes on you.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything you wish to do before you come back for your moonlight picnic?
I mean, I had breakfast, so I think I'm good.
Alright. We'll.
Not gonna check up on the rest of us.
No, you guys are in a guard shack.
No.
Sweaty
Oh
and
wait,
gross.
yeah, because this would be that at the same time that I am watching and / helping them clean.
Yeah. So they're currently doing manual labor, and Todd's out there spending all his money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, two of them are doing manual labor.
We're playing detective, and we're
Manual
playing
labor sounds hard.
manual labor plus detective the next day.
Yeah, that's the next day. We're on the first day.
Oh right, we're doing manual labor.
Oh right, I forgot where we left off.
You're alright.
No, my mind's like a steel trap. I know what happened.
Well, at
Like,
least one of us hacked that.
Yeah, because I haven't been taking notes, but I will eventually.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I think at the time.
If
yeah,
there's
we'd be
nothing
doing
else that Todd wanted to do that day, you come back for a lovely moonlight picnic. He has the finest of cheeses and crackers and breads. He has very nice wine.
Mm,
Oh, fuck yeah.
The blue moon is nice and big in the sky.
mm,
He has nice heated blankets.
mm.
He has a heated blanket.
Yeah,
nice, comfortable blanket. Nice.
and yeah, and how?
What are you just sitting on like a somebody like a infernity?
No, I swear to God, if you'd have to pay me if you would need to use me as a fucking.
I'm sure there are some.
I don't think I would have to pay you.
Oh my god!
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And then Todd, you can decide how far that date's going to go or not. It's up to you. But yeah.
I'll keep it PG-13.
I was like, well, I was gonna say, you got a smooch at least?
Or is it gonna fade to black?
Yeah, just
We're gonna do that.
We're gonna fade to
Fade to
black.
Oh,
Leave everyone in suspense what Todd did. And
Right.
then people
Use
will-
your imagination.
yes. Imagination.
In the
I
morning.
don't think you want me to do that. I don't think you want
Hey, whatever you want to happen, happens.
In the morning, Todd, you get a nice breakfast.
I love breakfast. No, I'm kidding.
And yeah,
But
it's up to you what you want to do for this day.
I don't know. What did they say they were doing? I know they were doing guard stuff.
No, I'm
Guess
just.
I'll try to find them. I mean, it's been a whole day, and I don't really want to be left behind.
All right, roll. I guess it would be investigation.
Yeah.
Station.
Let's see how well Todd is at finding his kind of companions.
Yeah.
Kind of companions. Why is that always the case? They're just kind of my companions.
You're like,
Well,
you put up with them. You're like, eh.
You
There's
you
a
were
couple
there.
pretty faces. They have some pretty
They're
faces.
companions of circumstance. 12. I got a 12.
12. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Todd would like all their faces. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're all pretty faces. So
Yeah.
I am handsome for sure. I'm a good looker.
They're all lookers.
they're all lookers. It takes with a 12. It takes you a bit of the day. Eventually, you do find them. They seem to be heading off towards where you remember the shopping district was.
Okay.
One of them has a boy clinging to their arm.
Where'd you get a
wait.
boy?
No way. Is this the part where I have like something like I feel like I'm carrying something in my arm?
And the other two look like they're strained carrying something. You can't quite see anything from where you're standing. You're pretty far back.
Okay.
Okay, so he's coming in right before where we left off.
Right.
And then they will go into a shop. You, after a bit, catch up to them. You follow into the shop. The man behind the counter will look up and will say, "Hi there. You got the time or day for me?"
Oh. Well, aren't you popular?
Is that me?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just got here.
You did just get here, and then the guy behind the... You don't see your friends, but the guy behind the counter immediately says some stuff.
Oh, yeah, I was just trying to catch up with, I'm a little busy.
Did you forget our names?
Probably. This is Todd.
Me? It's Todd.
It's fine. It was not meant to
Hey,
be.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm?
Maybe some other times.
Mm.
Are they in the store?
You don't see them, but you do see a small halfling woman come out of a room with wild red hair. And you can hear talking in the back.
Okay. I guess I go up to her and I'm gonna ask her if she's seen... Todd, who do you remember? I actually don't remember Trent's character's name, and I feel terrible for that. That's only because I haven't messed with that one.
Sada.
Literally or figuratively?
Sada?
It's Sada.
No,
well,
actually,
it's Sada
Sada.
Take, but yeah.
I'll do Sada. And to answer that, technically, I guess both. Technically. Okay. I don't know if Todd would remember Sada. I think
Roll
he
a
remembered what
history,
he
I
looks
guess.
like. I think
I
he
mean,
remembered
okay,
what he
sure.
looks like.
Would it be a
Considering
history?
how much wasn't Todd flirting with Sada like when they first met?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you kind
He
of
really
were,
took
weren't
Todd to
you?
remember everyone he's ever flirted with.
You're right. Alright. So I go up to this halfling and I look at her. I'm gonna do the really shitty thing. I'm gonna lean down to her and be like, "Hi, I'm looking for my friends."
She looks at
You
you
happen
offended.
to... I kind of notice,
Punch.
and I'm just like, "Oh shit, sorry." I stand up. I stand up again. Have you seen? There's a man on fire. A fire elemental. Ganazi. Fire Ganazi. I'm from here.
Yep.
A fire Ganazi. I think his name was Infernity. and there was a man with dragon scales, and like a sneaky little elf guy.
Ouch.
I think I saw them go through the store. I'm trying to catch up with them. Are they in the store?
They're in the back. She just kind of gestured to the door she came out of as she walks away from you.
Oh, cool. All right. I'm just gonna go in the back.
Awesome. So, at this point in time, when you walk into the back, as you're opening the door and you see Darkastian and Infernity coming towards you, you hear a small child yell in the background, "I want my daddy!" And everything goes black white.
What's happening?
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Well, great.
Is it still all white?
When your visions come back to you, you are surrounded in an area that you do not recognize. The trees look very bright and vibrant, and you can hear water running, and you can see poking out of some of these trees big mushrooms. Todd, this place looks familiar.
Oh no.
Fuck are we?
Well, we're certainly not in Kansas anymore.
Is this the
Does
Faywild?
Kansas even exist in this world? Or the world we're from?
Yes, Todd, this is the Faywild.
Damn it. Like, oh, I remember this place. Charming.
You know this place?
All too well.
What is it?
You'll see.
Does it have a name?
Yeah,
Yeah, the Faywilds.
Faywilds.
Hmm.
Heard of it, right?
No, not really. I've seen my fair share of exploring, but never like this.
And
Oh,
world lore wise, is the Feywild something that people know exists, or is it like fairy tale or
It's a little bit of both. It's like a myth and a legend of where,
eh.
oh my god, what is happening? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well my internet just dropped for no reason.
So probably unless you've been there or personally experienced somebody from there, you probably would maybe
You had to
fairy tale.
You
Yeah.
had to be there to know about it.
Yeah, a lot of people, they discuss, that's where elves have come from, that's where your ancestry, the Fey ancestry, they say elves have.
Mm. Isn't the Feywild just one of those like fairy tales like elf parents tell their kids? I mean, I heard plenty about it growing up, but
Oh yeah, but it's a real place too.
okay. So we
Unfortunately.
got. Wait, do we know that Sada's time travel or just dimension hopping?
You know, he keeps talking about of sun, and he's talking about places that don't exist that you've never heard of.
Yeah, I remember that. He mentions about a supposed sun, and we know all we have are moons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we don't know anything about the suns.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he talks about your weapon, like, oh wow, I've seen this before, but in museums.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He fucking called my gun an antique. I was like, I paid good money on that.
That's like, so within 48 hours, we got what? A dude who thinks he's from the future or from some dimension or something.
He did prove his
Not from here.
that lance thing he had. Remember that?
Yeah, that is something. And then now
That's
fairy
a
tale
nice
stories
level.
exist.
He turned into like he had like dragon armor or something at the academy. I remember seeing that.
He has guard
Oh.
armor.
Mhm.
He's currently wearing guard armor.
I'm back.
Alright.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Restroom.
No problem.
Yes, it's just
the trainee
Trying to
uniforms.
comprehend the past 24 hours, or like 48 hours.
Mhm.
Because now he's in fairy tale land. Damn.
Welcome to the Faywilds. Yay.
Yay!
Oh, since
Yeah.
he is a elf, half he's half of two elves.
Yeah.
In a
How you
Feywild,
doing,
do elves have
Great
like?
Dragon?
Do they sense anything different, or like does like, oh, this place feels like you get a sense of home, inside?
You feel lighter here. You feel comfortable here. Like it's not like you never felt like a burden living where you were, but like for some odd reason you feel less stressed, feel more relaxed. You can get this sense of like magic in the air.
So it feels like a dream.
Yeah.
That's not gonna help him.
How would Sada feel in this place?
You're you're a weird mixture. You have dragon. You look like a tiefling, you have elven features. I would say you would feel lighter in this place. You feel more connected to magic here.
Sada just looks around and says, okay, what the fuck is this place? I'm so confused right now.
Your guess is as good as mine. Apparently, our friend here calls it the Feywilds.
Feywilds?
The Feywild.
Yeah, the stuff that's in every childhood or child's.
I
nursery
do like
books.
another really bored twirl. The
Oh,
Feywilds.
Wait, I just had a realization. Where's the kid?
Yep.
Where's the kid? What happened to the kid?
The kid is not with you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kid.
Ah, shit.
Well, we've been teleported. Great.
Where's the dude? Where's his dad?
Uh,
Is there like a invisible lump around?
You know what? I'm gonna test. I'll pat the ground. I'll feel around on the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
What
roll.
are you looking for?
Investigation, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see.
Oh yeah, Todd's completely clueless. It's like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Todd.
what are
There
you
was
doing?
this kid that was crying and brought us to his invisible dad. I took them to the shop we were at because that lady is amazing. It's magic type stuff, and then this happened.
Also, I
Did
got.
you eat anything weird?
That's what we're trying to
No.
find
You
out.
guys sound like
It
you're
wasn't.
hallucinating.
Hey,
No, I
He
saw
was-
it for myself. I was holding the guy, like I was carrying the
Yeah.
guy myself.
I shocked him.
That's hysterical.
He didn't wake up.
Also, Aaron, I got an 11 for investigation.
All right. You do not find any invisible people on the ground.
Well, he didn't follow. He didn't transport with us, I guess.
Well, maybe the kid
Yeah.
got his wish.
I have a question. Why are we looking for invisible people in the first place?
Okay, look.
See if they
It's-
came with us.
Yes, because all of a sudden the kids started screaming and crying, and then the things started to get weird. A flash of light, and now we're here. That's
Now
about
we're
all
here.
we can tell you.
What the fuck? I don't even. Why am I following you guys?
That's actually a good question.
I feel like this is too much trouble. And I'm stuck here in the Feywilds again.
I just
I'm
wanted
ju-
to have some fun. I thought I could earn some money off these two.
Wow.
Gesturing towards the
I'm just
two fighter
like,
dudes.
I'm just looking right at you, Cass. Like, really? Like,
What? I'm not. I wasn't gonna steal it from you. Just
I
promote
just-
you for the
no,
championship.
I raise my eyebrow just downingly, like, right,
What a shared,
Grr.
yeah.
percentage. He smiles.
In video games terms, press X for doubt.
Yeah.
Well, here's the better question: how the hell are we getting out of here?
Where is the?
I point at Todd like you know about this place, so you must know a way out.
Yeah, is it
I
like?
mean, not. Do I know how to get out of here?
Yes.
Wait, are we on the same Earth? Like, can we walk back home, or is this like
A different
dimension thing? Planes. a different plane.
Feywilds
Can
are
I roll
usually.
a history or what would I roll for that? I don't really know how
Um,
much Todd actually knows about the Feywilds.
Roll a history. See how
Okay.
much information you remember.
I just know he got stuck in it.
Uh.
As far as Todd knows, he just got stuck in it. Let's see.
Ooh.
We got a history.
I roll a history to see if I
14.
can. Oh,
What?
A
What'd you
20?
say?
A 14.
A 14.
No, I'm not that good.
Okay. I was gonna say, wow, Todd remembered so much. But never
Todd,
mind.
this is
Hey,
very
This one's
traumatizing for you.
vaguely remembers. if it's a
You
full-
you don't know if it's in the same world. You just know that you went through a door that someone you met here told you to go through, and it led you back home. Well, home-ish. It led you to a place that wasn't here.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so, the good news is, I mean, at least we're in one piece. The bad news is, I really don't know how I got out of here. It was kind of pure luck.
okay, great. Oh, I was about to say right before Finn announced his number. I was seeing if I could roll a history on, like, storybook lore type thing.
Yeah.
That because some fairy tales are truth and fiction.
Yep.
Go
I
ahead.
rolled a
and-
19.
A 19. All right. So, lore-wise, there's a lot of, from what you remember of this place, it's a greater plane, almost like a in between your realm and where the gods live. To where magic is said to come from. There's also entities here that like to make deals and stuff. It doesn't quite mention how. It mentions of children getting kidnapped and never coming home from here, and great beasts coming to your realm from here as well.
Okay. Well, since this place apparently does exist, if there's any truth to the stories that I read growing up, don't trust anybody here. And that kid, if he did come with, he's probably gonna be gone.
I agree. You should never trust people here.
Oh.
Why?
I turn to the
I immediately pull my gun out and aim at the voice.
You see a very. He's definitely elven man. He somehow has a beard. It's covering his face. His hair is long and knotty and all over the place. He's wearing brownish green clothes, a brown cloak that just kind of flaps in the wind that doesn't exist, and a staff on his back. Just kind of nodding, just kind of chilling out just sitting here.
He's still with a gun to his face and everything. Great.
Pretty ballsy.
And you are?
A person.
Does
like-
this person have a name?
Of
Cassis.
course. I do have a name, but I know better than to say it.
Is that something that would have been put into those? Is it just like the out of character? Is it like in our world with fairies? Don't say your name type thing.
Yeah.
That the superstition we have
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
I guess I would ask them friend or foe.
That depends. Depends what you want. What are you doing? Curious. I haven't quite met people here before. You're fascinating. I mean, I have things to do, but I'm fascinated.
Fascinated, but I'm
I
busy.
I just sigh and lower my
We
gun.
could call you.
You could call me.
Call you what?
You can call me Druid of the North.
Druid of the North.
The North.
Mm.
I guess I'll just call you North for short.
That works.
See, we're on a not
Oh.
actual name space.
So, North? Where, like... I don't
Steal
suppose
your
you wouldn't know how to get out of this woods, would you?
Depends on where you're trying to go. I know where I'm
Yeah,
going.
don't think we want to get out of the woods. We want to get back to
our world.
Senti.
Yes.
Senti. Where is that?
It is.
Wait. Actually,
Oh,
I don't know if
country.
do we have a map?
Oh,
Or-
Castwood.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um,
You got a map?
guys, search through his bag, pulls out a map of basically the
Of the kingdom?
Argolia,
Yeah.
whatever,
The kingdom.
and it's like, "You're from here." He opens it, holding each end of the scroll and hands it, opening it in front of him. Do you know how to get here, or the location here?
He will look at the map and he will stare at it for a bit and go, absolutely no.
Do you know someone that would be able to help us get there? He rolls it back up and puts it away.
I mean, I could help-ish. I'm not sure it would take you where you want to go.
And anything's better than staying here, honestly.
I find this place
Sada-
quite lovely. Go ahead.
It is pretty.
I won't lie. It is very nice.
Go ahead, Trace.
I really don't wanna.
Sada will look at the person and say, "Do I actually recognize this person?"
Would you? Go ahead. Oh, I don't know if you would recognize him. I don't even know if you would know him.
Would you like me to roll
Go ahead.
history?
Go ahead and do so.
Okay.
Don't know if you would know anything about him.
Oh. Was there
Well,
ever
that's a 22.
You heard of rumors of legends of an old druid that disappeared from history. You don't remember his name, though.
I remember what again?
Sorry, was my thing cutting out again?
Yeah, for a second.
Alright, you remember, vague rumors. You remember stories of a great druid that did many great things but vanished out of history.
He just thinks about it for a second. Wait a minute. You're in my world.
I've been to a lot of places.
Yeah, you were a druid who came into my world and completely disappeared after a couple of years.
I mean, that's possible. We've done that before.
He just thinks about it for a minute. Do you remember a place that's seemingly more future? He thinks about it for a minute, trying to explain the best he can.
Gasoline's feeling. You might want to start with a name.
I raises that, or Sada looks at it, is like, I'm not saying my name.
No, the name of the place.
What is the name of the?
Your future. Of your future.
Of your future. Like, what do you want? A specific town? Do you want the continent?
I would say continent. I would believe that would have been Evilise, but I didn't know if you wanted to switch that up or not.
Let's come up with a different name for it. Because we could just steal the original name, but I feel like that's cheating.
Yeah.
Let me think. Let's say you're from the country of just to keep on theme. Cornwall.
Cornwall.
Yeah.
Okay. I was from Cornwall.
I mean, that sounds familiar, yes. Probably have visited there before.
You also probably remember a tribe of creatures like myself.
Possibly. It's been so long. I have lots of things I'm trying to do. Things get muddled after a while. Not to diss on anything. If we've met before, I'm sorry. Years and after a couple of hundred of years, your memory tends to go. It's hard.
You think a couple of hundred?
Yeah.
Maybe time flows differently here.
Hopefully, time doesn't flow too much differently. I mean, I would like to go back. I would like my mother to still be alive when I get home.
Oh, no, she probably will.
Probably.
Time's not
Probably
finite.
not good enough.
Time's a little wibbly wobbly sometimes. It's not quite true. It's hard to explain. Time's just confusing.
Fox,
Yes.
I'm gonna go out of character here. Is this a fucking doctor?
No.
Are you putting a doctor on me?
It's not a doctor.
What doctor has a beard?
I assure you.
Actually, quite a few, if I recall correctly.
I promise you, it is not a
sworn
doctor.
all of them up.
It was just the best way my brain decided to explain that. Because Doctor Who's
Okay.
always on the
Going
mind.
to use Doctor Who logic.
Yeah, it's always stuck there.
Mustache, maybe.
Gosh.
And
They're all clean shaven.
Do you at least know which way to go for this place?
I know where I'm heading. I know where I need to go to leave. It could possibly work to get you where you wish to go, but I'm not 100% sure. It could.
Where are you heading?
I'm heading to the country of the north.
Country of the North.
Of course.
Well, I mean, that is where you're from, apparently.
Of course. I have business to attend.
Okay.
Well, I
Are
guess
there cities and towns here? Or is it just all, like, forest?
It's not
He
all.
asks.
He thinks for a second, and he's just like, it's not. I mean, there is cities. There's forests. It depends.
depends on one.
Well, how will you survive?
So we
that-
have to get to the areas.
Precisely.
We have to survive the wilderness.
Exactly. This land, if you don't have particular escorts, tend to be very dangerous. Especially to new people.
Will you be on your path to the north, passing through any city, village, groups of people? Or is it just all wilderness for your path?
For my path, it's all wilderness.
Well, do you think you could take us to a town for the time being? I know.
Just towards a path that could lead us to a relatively safe area.
Like, loudly whisper at either Cass or Infernity, are we still looking for the invisible baby?
Kid wasn't invisible. It was his dad. But honestly, no.
Yes, it was like, first of all, the dad was invisible, and secondly, no.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just not entirely sure what our goal is here. It's not.
But if we run into the kid, if we do run into the kid. Oh yeah, have you seen a kid that was crying about his dad?
A child here?
And maybe an invisible man with him?
I have to say no. This crazy talks. Why would there be a child
Well,
here
I
of all
say.
places?
Just
I'm
rolls.
guessing-
He just looks at It looks at the guy. The kid had wild magic, I guarantee it.
Wild
Ooh,
what?
Wild magic. That's a term. That's a. How old do you
Yeah,
say that
Big
kid
boy
is?
term.
I'm. He was at least 5 or 6, if that.
Ooh, that's a bad age for that to come out. Well,
Wait,
good
why?
luck to the. Well, I mean, it's a child. Child who tend to throw tantrums, cry, be upset about random things, especially at that age. Wild magic coming out
Oh.
at that age?
I think I
luck
can
to the
piece together
parents.
what happened.
Good luck to the
Ugh.
parents. They're.
Good luck to the parents. Good luck to us. Kids
Yeah.
in this here.
And,
Yeah.
and,
Well, if that's the
In
case,
any-
you don't have nothing to worry. Give it a little bit. You should probably head home.
He said-
Soon-ish.
And the other thing is, he said he wanted to go home, but yet he teleported us.
No,
what?
The kid was an elf, wasn't he?
wild
He might have
magic
been.
is unpredictable. It's
No,
not.
no. Sorry, I meant out of character for that.
Yeah, the kid was an
Uh,
elf. Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Then maybe he meant
Maybe
this.
he was this from the Feywild.
It
Maybe.
may be that or it may not be that. Wild magic isn't something that's easily controlled and it's random in its nature. Wild magic is. How do I describe it? Say, for example, you want to cast a simple wind spell. You try to cast
Right.
it and it tends to go wrong. What comes out could be anything from something giving you a gentle kiss to something taking you down for the rest of your life. It's random. It's not sensical. It's not made to be sensed. That child could have been screaming for home, but instead of going home, you ended up here.
Or, if this is like the fairy tales have said, where elves, he's gesturing to himself or like his ears are from, then home to a elf kid, magic might think, oh, Feywild, because
Yeah, magic
Well,
is
and-
something. Magic is unpredictable. For centuries, people
Magic's
tried to
weird.
study it. Who?
Well, if that's the case, then maybe we can find some evidence here. If there's a town in this world, maybe we can find any clues about this kid and his father.
first
Or
clue
at
though,
least the way home.
yeah.
So,
I don't know.
north?
I kind of like it here.
Oh. All right. So,
See,
I'm
you've
trying to
been
look
here
at-
before. I can tell. You're not as panicky as the rest of them.
That was a bit ago.
I look at I still
it's a
call
long
it
story.
north in my mind, but yeah. Like, so north, what, if you don't mind, taking us to a town, please? Or a path to a town. That'd be great.
I can take you as far as, well, you end up staying here. I don't know how long you're going to stay. But if you were sent here by wild magic, probably not as long as you think you'll be.
Does it work like spells where their duration and it only lasts so long?
Usually.
Well, we'll make the most of it here, I guess.
That's fine. I enjoy
Well,
the
since
company.
you're heading, yeah, sorry, Fritter. Since you're heading someplace, do you mind if we just travel with you?
Of course, of course, of course. And he will start leading the way down the path.
One night of sleep from ox watching duty, and now this. Just great.
Oh, you got to watch
Third.
Watson?
Sada looks at Sada actually looks at Inferni for a minute and says, "Didn't think you'd get into this when you first found me, did you?"
No, and I was hoping I was hoping this was all a dream, but nope. It's,
At least we just ate lunch, so we don't have to worry about food for a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Yeah.
wait, that's another thing we probably shouldn't want to eat anything here.
Do you say that?
Why?
I think I have some
Yeah,
rap.
he says sort of says that out loud, like softly, and he's like, "Well, the books. One of the things, don't tell your name, don't trust people, don't eat things. all that jazz.
It also says not to be a poor guest.
Yeah. So we need to treat this
Yeah.
place with respect.
Of course. At least I'll try to.
Mm.
Yeah, it's 1 minute I'm doing overnight ox watching, and all of a sudden I see a flash of light finding you. Man from another world? Great. And I thought I was hallucinating.
Oh, you probably are. I mean, how much mushrooms have you had?
None. I don't eat mushrooms.
I'd suggest them.
Well, you're not living fun then. Oh my god. What do you do with your life?
I do constant work where I'm from.
Oh, that's so
and-
boring.
I agree. It is fun watching them, though.
I just look at Todd like, oh, hush.
Big cats
Well,
laughs.
I mean, look at them all. They're everywhere. You can't tell me you don't want to eat one.
I don't do mushrooms. I learned that
Well,
from my
now's a
mother.
great time to start.
No, no, I'm gonna take a hard pass on that.
Oh, you're a killjoy.
Cass does want to take a look at some of the foliage as they walk.
It is very luminous. It is bright. It's purple, bluish, grays colors. It kind of looks like the trees at home, but quite off. You can see a lake in the distance with purple water just kind of floating like gems. There you see giant mushrooms in like these giant red and brown mushrooms that are just kind of growing up like trees.
So there's no small mushrooms, just big.
Just big.
Any flowers? I can't remember.
Yeah, I would say there's a couple of flowers. Some look very white, some look very blues and purples and greens and yellows and reds.
Let's get, yeah.
They almost look like see-through almost as well. Like they're there, but they almost don't look there.
This place is remarkable. Shame there's not a way to capture what this looks like to take back. Beyond our memories.
You know,
How dare.
I think I have a journal. I want to test how my drawing skills are. What would that be for drawing?
For drawing? Sleight of hand, or I guess whatever.
Or performance?
Performance.
No, that's
Okay.
charisma. Or dexterity might be a good roll.
Dexterity. Roll dexterity. How good
Alright.
are you at art? Let's find out.
I want to see
Nope.
Infernity draw so bad.
No, it's a 7. I draw poorly.
He's drawing like kid drawings, and he's got bushy trees.
I grow annoyed and I just tear the page out. No.
It wouldn't be the same anyway. It wouldn't have all the colors.
I mean, it's just very purple.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're also
but-
very purple.
I know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we match very well.
Ah, yes.
Anyway. It still raises questions about the reason I was thinking of draw. Look, I tried doing a little drawing on the side, like in my pastimes. I try to.
Well, it shows. It shows.
Practice makes perfect. I mean,
And
I wasn't
maybe
as
not being on
smooth.
fire.
well, it'd be great to be making his own charcoal.
God, yeah, you're right.
To be fair, I can actually do that. But I think
There
I'm
you
more-
go. A different side hobby then.
I think I'm probably more good at wood carving, actually.
Or wood burning. Finger guns.
All the fire jokes just out of eternity.
Hey, at least we haven't brought back the one.
No, don't bring it back.
Don't bring it back.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We haven't seen that part of him yet. Or at least Cass hasn't.
I don't think I have. No.
Yeah, because he did.
Oops.
The only one that has any part, blah, 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 blah. Thought it might have. I
Hi
mean,
there,
they did
Indy.
sleep in
How
the
you
same
doing?
quarters.
Welcome.
No, it doesn't go that way.
We're playing some more D&D today with the
Not
Monday
hot.
crew.
No, well, I mean, last night they were sleeping in the guards' quarters together.
We did. We didn't. Huh?
They did.
Huh? Oh.
Infernity and Sada did.
How was that?
Hmm.
Yeah, Sada. You know anything about?
Pretty well.
Know anything about what?
Yeah, nothing.
No. What was the actual question?
How was sleeping in the guards' quarters together last night?
Great, thank
Oh.
you. How about yourself? I'm doing great.
I'll be honest.
We're having some fun.
The
We're
beds-
causing problems.
Infinity.
Just finished your college homework.
The
Also
beds
fun.
were too
Fun.
horrible. I've slept
Yeah.
on worse.
I don't miss
Exactly.
college homework.
I've also slept on worse. I've slept on the floor
Hmm.
before.
Oh no, not the floor.
Although, hey, you know, I could top that. I've slept on I've slept on a
Super
roof,
flights.
actually. Like against the walls.
We're having
Sometimes
some fun
tiled,
in the
but
Faywild.
not smooth.
It's great.
So,
The drama.
Cass looks at them like, boy, I grew up a house, but did also work.
I was
The
just
gods
like,
demand you
More just-
hydrate.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Oh,
Oh, my mic didn't catch it.
I don't have a water bottle. Damn it.
I am
Oh,
hydrating
just a
with
water bottle.
Mountain Dew.
Hydrate to the mountain.
Roll investigation.
Should be drinking some
Yeah.
water.
Oh my god. Oh no, there it is. I was like,
Wait.
where did my water bottle
wait,
go?
who's drinking what now?
Water. The gods demand you hydrate.
Oh,
Get out of there. Sorry.
uh,
It needs to stop being so
water,
rainy out.
delicious.
So tired.
I like it.
I like the rain, but it
Uh.
also makes me sleepy.
Oh, it's raining today?
It sprinkled a little bit. Other than that, not really.
It's trying to rain.
Let's try.
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm just a little. I'm just sleepy. It's supposed to rain tomorrow
It's
though.
vegan.
Lepe.
Sleepy.
Eepy.
EP. I'm a little EP. EP farts.
Eepy. Eepy.
yeah.
Alright. As you guys are having your conversations, this gentleman will lead you into a cave, which eventually leads into a great spring with lots of glowing mushrooms.
Wow.
Oh, that's cute.
But now this is some nature.
Cass wants to like lean down towards. I'm assuming where that's water all around us.
Yes.
He wants to go. Oh, okay. Lag. Hello.
Hello?
Oh wow.
It's
Go
been,
towards the edge. Like look down at the water.
yeah, it's been a bit
Be like-
laggy lately.
Yeah. Does the water itself glow, or is it the?
The water itself glows. Not just
okay.
the mushrooms.
He was gonna ask that out loud. It's like if it was. I could. Flora, right? It'd be flora. Yeah. If it was just the flora, or if the water glowed.
The glow comes from the water. It then feeds into the mushrooms, which causes them to brighten up.
Is it safe to touch?
Depends. For me, yes. For you, probably not. Because it may counteract whatever spell brought you here.
Good to know. He stands back up and rejoins the group.
But yeah, this is where I need to be. This water will take me to where I need to go. It may-ish take you where you want to go, or you could wait until whatever timer runs out. Otherwise, you go back to the path we were on and keep going straight for a couple of days, and you'll come across the town.
Couple of days. Oh, jeez.
So, this this cave is just like sealed off.
Yeah.
So what
I
do
think that's-
do we drink the water or
No.
oh?
Cass immediately
We
says.
So we don't drink the water.
What did I say earlier about eating anything?
I said
I
drinking.
mean, I
not
did it,
eating.
and I'm fine.
Sada's
you
just
did-
gonna look at the water for a minute. He's there. You know what? I'm gonna flip a coin.
Oh, you're gonna try. Oh, I see.
Cass rubs his temples, completely forgetting that he was going to ask. It's like how he was the other guy was going to go anywhere when there's no exit from the water.
Yeah. So you flip a coin.
I also gotta say, I don't
Uh,
miss how rhymy
Sada-
everything is.
Sada looks at you all for a moment and begins to strip until he's down to his,
Whoa.
only till he's down to his till he's down to basically
2 out of
A
the...
loincloth?
Yeah.
Like,
basically
whoa.
down to his underwear and puts it in his bag.
2 out of the
And
3 of
says-
you are very intrigued. The other one's fully embarrassed.
Like
Do
whoa.
anything.
And he just decides, fuck it, let's go, and decides to jump into the water, head or body first.
You gonna dive in?
After Cass will turn to Todd. Todd, did you give him any mushrooms? Or how many mushrooms did you give him?
Didn't give him anything. Why are you asking me?
You're the one who said you were eating mushrooms.
I didn't make anybody eat any mushrooms.
Have you ate any mushrooms today since we've been here?
Oh my god.
Since we've been here, no.
Okay. Maybe we can have some fun when we get back with our own.
I mean,
Hey, this is a little fun, so I'm actually curious what this does. So
Yeah,
let's-
like
I really am just like, I
During
didn't even have to try.
that,
Fox,
it's like-
okay, so Fox basically said that, or the guy basically said that it was possible that the water could or go back to
Counteract.
or cancel out the magic. So fuck it, let's go.
So what happened when he jumped in?
yeah, I was gonna say, did anything happen? Like, did he come up or anything?
Also, the water doesn't look that deep.
Okay. Sorry, that threw me off guard. Alrighty. So he goes and he jumps in, and then you watch him disappear, and then he doesn't come back up.
Well,
Shit.
well, that answers that. Well, okay.
I'm gonna go over to...
This is gonna sound random. Does anyone have a helmet?
No.
Does it look like I have a helmet? He says, with his hair out.
I like point at my horns.
Cass is gonna go towards the spot he jumped in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reel back and just say, nothing ventured, nothing gained, and just jump in.
Oh my god.
So
Cass wanted to look at the water first to see if there was a body.
you're going to look at
So-
the water.
And Freddy just runs right past.
Yeah, he just runs past you and go whoop, and right in the same spot that Sada went in. And he goes into the water, goes. Whoop. And you're just standing there
Please
like.
do not jump in.
I don't like that.
I'm now to go back to see if their bodies are in here.
Alright.
I'm gonna
He
stay.
looks down. Is the water clear?
Yeah, other than the glow, it is quite clear. You can see the bottom, you can see the rocky textures and some mushrooms growing underneath. And
No
some
bodies.
No bodies.
Is the druid of the north still around?
Yeah, he just kind of was like applauding as they jumped in. Brave fellas.
Are they dead?
No. I don't know where they are, but they're not dead.
Or somewhere.
Did they just? Hmm. I don't have to go swimming, do I?
It's up to you.
Well,
That's where your friends went.
depends. Do we want to follow them, or...
I'm gonna get my new outfit wet.
Well, I mean, you could always... I mean, I might have plenty of room in my bag if you don't have your own. He smiles.
Why do you
I
think?
really don't trust you to hold on to my outfit. I'm not gonna lie.
Out of character, why do you think Trace stripped as far down as he did to make sure that whatever, if water was going to get on it or on it, it was just going to be on his trousers, so he can clothe back up really quick and get warm.
That
Where
is
are your
if your
clothes?
belongings come with you.
They're in a bag.
Exactly. Your bag's gonna get wet.
Bag
This
will
is my
get wet,
voice.
but
I'm so sorry.
everything inside still be dry, or should be anyway.
If you're gonna pierce...
Like,
Oh, fuck
True,
it.
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna put my stuff in my bag. If it gets wet, it gets wet.
I
Yeah,
guess...
the only thing I'm worried about is my head being put out.
He probably didn't care. He just jumped right in.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Todd,
Uh,
do you think they went to the same place? Because they went at different times.
well, judging by everything else that I know about this place, probably not.
Do you want to risk going in, ending up someplace randomly alone where you know no one? Or,
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. What if we wish really, really hard to go to the same place and then jump in? Do you think that'll work? I don't know.
Yeah. During this conversation,
That's not a
like,
bad
he's
idea.
stripping, putting his things in his things, like, or in his bag, he's like, or, you know, you can hold my hand. Opposite.
What if you let go? As long as you don't let go. Fine,
There's
I
a
guess.
sense of a Titanic quote. It's difficult.
It was, you're right. It was an accidental Titanic boat.
I was trying to remember say one, but I couldn't. It's like,
when the ship goes
I won't let
under,
go.
hold your breath. Don't let go of my hand. Whatever you do, don't let go. Yeah, that was a Titanic boat. My bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoops. Yeah.
so I guess we're
I guess we're jumping in, holding hands.
walking in. I don't.
I don't want to jump.
Yeah, same.
could jump.
Since we're a bit more adventurous, do we go to our skivvies as well, or full on not getting anything wet?
I mean, I really don't care.
Okay.
I don't
Hello.
care. It's not like I haven't seen a
Right.
naked person before. I've just seen like 1.5.
So they're naked, holding hands, and they're walking into the water.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys go into the water.
Just gonna pop up.
And then, beyond knowing this, I'll leave this for the chat. The druid will stand there and go, well, I don't know how that's going to turn out. Well, I have things to do. Time to go cause problems. And he will also jump.
Time to cause problems.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, no, 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 no. Alright. Okay.
Why did we do that?
Hey, at least we were a little bit more cautious.
Right.
I think we should have drank the water. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I was gonna bottle some, but then
Oops.
Oh, well. Alright.
Here we go.
I have like two options.
hopefully won't be alone wherever we end up.
As long as you don't let go.
Alright.
Not letting go.
Let us start with Trace. You were the first to jump in. So you're the
Yes,
first
that
to
is
arrive.
correct. Okay.
As I worked very hard to get this map that I didn't think I was going to need up onto the screen. You find yourself in a similar looking cave, minus the glow and the magic that you've seen in the other one.
Interesting.
Let me...
Grace just looks around and just gets dressed real quick just to make sure that he's fully dressed in front of everybody.
There it is. Alright. Oh, let's put this on the right layer before I throw it in as a token.
What about the left layer?
The left layer. I don't know about the left layer. Alright. As you're getting dressed, you're getting yourself warm. It takes a bit. You wait. And about an hour later, pops in a fiery redhead of fire and flames that you would know as Infernity, whose hair is quite damp and very, very low, almost as if trying to come out, to be put out.
Sada just looks at Infernity and smiles and says, "Well, welcome back. Welcome to the world of the living."
I wasn't dead from the start.
He just looks at him and says, "Well, at least we're both still alive. Although I'm kind of curious where we are. Seems like the magic isn't around anymore, so maybe we're back in the real world."
Infernity would just slowly push himself up and wipe off as much water off his head as possible to reignite. How long exactly were you waiting?
About an hour, maybe hour and a half.
Wait, an hour? Huh.
Something like that, yeah.
I guess time really does flow differently there.
Definitely.
It does.
How long did it take before you jumped in with me?
I jumped in maybe like a minute or two ago. At least.
Alright. As you're saying that, out of the water pops two more figures.
I'm so sorry.
Was it much of a pop, or are they just sort of like gliding out or walking out?
I guess kind of gliding, walking out, because you didn't jump in.
Yep.
You see a very naked Darcassian and a very naked Todd.
Oh, great. Has everyone decided to go nude for this?
The only person that...
Hey!
Wow.
He just raised his eyebrow. He's like, "Hey, I didn't go nude."
Yeah, well, the sudden stripping definitely gave it away, man.
If you knew how much money I spent on my outfit, you would have been naked too.
I don't like wearing wet underwear, so. He just says casually.
Just gonna put my clothes back on. I'm sorry. It's like, sorry.
So.
No pre-shows.
Where are we?
You're in a similar looking cave, but the mushrooms, the glow, is all gone. You see two waterfalls coming into the cave, as I have to shrink you guys. Actually, there's four. Forgot. You see a similar way of where you guys had come in, from the other place, and then you see a river going off in another direction.
Does it look like our home terrain?
It definitely looks less magical. It doesn't look as... You feel heavier here. You feel less relaxed.
Well, it definitely feels different. Do you guys think we're back?
I think it feels like we're back.
Oh,
Well, it's not
won't really
very
know till we
long.
get out there, maybe.
Actually, yeah, is there a way to get out of here?
Yeah.
Aw.
The similar way to where you guys came in from the first time, and then there's obviously the river that continues on. And then there's the four waterfalls that go up.
Eh.
Oh,
Does Druid know? Or is he not real anymore?
well, he left a while after we did.
Oh.
A moment after we did. So, depending on how long we take in here to get dressed and leave, he might not pop up till after we're gone.
I don't know.
Out of character.
Okay.
So, out of character, are we dressed?
Alright, so you get dressed.
I was getting dressed.
Alright, so you both get dressed. You both all get warm. It's cold. Yeah, it was quite chilly.
It didn't show.
Oh my god.
Fergie, you're the only one that's wearing wet clothes.
Yeah, for that I may actually try and increase my my heat to just dry myself.
You certainly can. As you guys are getting dressed, out pops the
Would
druid.
mending dry it?
No, not mending.
Okay.
Prestidigitation would dry it.
Oh yeah, chill warm. Cass will at that moment after he's dressed will like lean over towards or walk towards Infinity and like sort of put his arm around his shoulders and just prestidigitation, dry clothes,
You close your nose.
and then smile. Wink, and then he, walks back away, And so, did we notice the druid dude?
Yeah, the druid.
Did he pop up?
Yeah, he pops up out of the water. He will shake himself dry like a dog, and then stand up and be like, "Well, I guess you followed me. Hi." I guess now that we're
more
here,
like you followed up.
well, kind of. It's complicated.
Do you know where we are?
Well, yes. Whether you enjoy that fact is up to you. We are in the country in the north,
Does this country have a name?
Femoria, and he gives a slight bow.
Do we know this place?
Yes.
Oh yeah, should we roll his, or do we all?
You
already?
do know this. All of you, as natives of the kingdom of Dargolia, except for Trace, know this place as the wicked country beyond the mountains. That place that your country has dealt with for years. You've only heard of bad rumors and of the like.
Rumors.
But you know
So,
that. Go ahead.
So on the map, it's the place up north.
It is very.
That's cut off.
Part of the place. So
Where the dragon thingy is.
The Dragon's Keep, as a lawless land where no country owns. If you go towards near the end, okay. So if you're heading to the right of that map, and you go up there's where Femoria is. Over the heaviest part of the mountains, the part that isn't easily traveled.
So it is towards the Ventali Forest area?
So if you go towards the Ventali Forest and head up that area, past those giant mountains that are very uncrossable. They're not uncrossable, they're just not easily crossable, is Femoria. You guys have had a bitter rivalry for centuries, it feels like.
Oh, I see how the maps line up. The little path with the lake, mountains, and then the map and the thing is basically like the other side of that mountain range.
Let me actually... you probably won't get the map yet, but I will, for your general knowledge, we'll add the map of the land that you're in.
Well, it's in the Kingdom and City maps.
Oh yeah, is it? Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, I was wanting to look at the map that Cass has, and
that works out.
Yeah.
But
More. So at least we're on the same plane.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, got a long way to go.
Yeah, we gotta go to south too.
All the.
I told you it
Yo.
could work-ish. It's complicated. Magic isn't finite.
In any case, we
maybe
may as
we'll
well
get-
try and get something.
Well, but might as well just leave the cave, see where we're at.
Yeah, that's good.
Wanted out of the Feywilds.
Let's head out.
Alright, you guys will exit the cave and you find yourself in a forest. The trees were very vibrant and lush. More vibrant than the trees that you're used to. They seem almost like brighter colors compared to the duller colors that you guys have grown up with.
Well, cats grew up in a city, so of course all the trees around there are gonna be shit.
Right?
And it's
What's a
so it'd be
tree?
probably like what? Oh crap! I can't remember that area. Well, anyway,
The druid will walk out and be like, "This is the lands of Amoria. We're not too far from the capital. I don't know if you wish to enter there, or if you wish to head home to your land. Your best bet would be heading back towards the Dragon's Keep and then asking for escort home.
or we travel the mountains.
Or you travel the mountains. Either way...
Wait, dragons? Sada just looks around and says, I like dragons.
I don't know if you would like these ones.
Also, isn't it really cold up there?
Oh, it feels quite pleasant, actually.
No, like the Dragon's Keep area.
Oh, the dragon? Yeah. Yes, it is. Very chilly.
Actually, well, I mean, it feels hot right now, so.
That's because we're not in where the dragons live.
Yeah,
No, I'm actually used to the cold.
good on you. So I don't know if little Fireboy over here be so hot up there. He laughs at this joke.
But yes. I mean, if you're not in a hurry, either of those places could take you home. It just takes time.
Oh, looks like we might be missing the festival. Shame. So many people in like praising the goddess.
Oh,
You can tell
shucks.
he
Praising
wanted
the
to say-
goddess.
You can tell he wanted to say something else, but thought better
I'm gonna
of
miss
it.
out on the people.
So guys, what shall we do? I mean, I've never been here before,
Like-
so
I don't think I ever made it this far north. I'll be honest, it's a little too cold for me, so yeah, no.
or west.
Mm.
No, east.
Well,
Northeast?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Basically, the top right corner is cuts off, and then to Moria.
Yeah, I pretty much stopped at the mountains.
So we looking to traverse the mountains, go to town. How long did we spend in, like, was our walk to the cave in the Feywild long for us?
it doesn't feel like it was long. It feels like in the Feywild, it felt like maybe an hour tops. And
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Oh. Thinking about that,
Yeah.
if 1 minute is like an hour. But then it varied because we kept popping up random times.
you're not wrong.
So we could have been gone for 60 hours, or...
I think we should worry about it when we
Is
get there.
Yeah, that math is just like, I'm thinking about in my head, like, non-cast thoughts.
for going over the mountains, man, can't there just be like a carriage?
Well, maybe we could find somebody in the capital here. I mean, I've never met a Femoria girl or guy. Have some
Maybe they're
fun.
rich.
We do need a
Maybe.
sponsor. We do need a sponsor.
I don't think
That's
Femoria
true.
is going to sponsor. What is our country's name?
Dargolia.
Something?
Dargolia's championship.
You
You know, we're
never
not the best of friends.
I'd
You
say
never
it doesn't
know.
hurt to ask.
So can they
Yeah.
even sponsor?
What are you saying,
I would
Trey?
assume so. He would think about. He's like, well, I mean, this tournament is supposed to be huge, right?
Right.
Like one of the biggest ones. So why wouldn't other people from different countries try to go into the and try to sponsor other people in order to show a wealth of power? I mean, if they want to show their country's quote
Yeah.
unquote greatest, they choose the person they want to sponsor and they bring them to their country afterwards.
The
Maybe have them
druid.
fight in another tournament.
The druid will laugh. It's not that quite simple, considering the history between this country and the country you're from. They're not on speaking terms, and the only thing that's keeping us from war is the dragons.
Yeah, probably. It would be some, though. It would be some spectacle for a Femoral noble or sponsor or champion that is from there. That could be interesting.
I'm pretty sure if that were
Well,
to happen, they wouldn't be allowed to come back to their country.
No,
It's just me.
but that would be entertaining. Imagine the merchandise. He
You
jokes.
could probably profit off of that.
Well,
But also, do we want to engage in political nonsense? Because that just seems like a bunch of.
I mean, I don't usually dabble in politics, but I've been known to. So
Is it fun?
that sounds like a lot.
I try not to get into my nose in that kind of affair.
Yeah. So, Sada, if you want to, you know, because you're apparently not even from here or there. But I don't want my home world or my home to be going to war.
Yeah.
Might not be fun. Do they do the draft here? Out of character.
they haven't, not in a long time, not since the Great War. Mostly because a lot of people are willing to become soldiers and stuff.
But if they were to go to a big war with Femoria, would they draft?
If they don't have the resources in the men.
You know, it'd make some good song material.
Sorry, what?
It would make some good song material.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not entirely complaining.
Well, we'll just see where it takes us. Happens. I can have some fun with some political intrigue. Ooh. Yeah, royalty. Yeah, with the capital, yes. Ooh,
What's the name of the capital? Do we know?
probably. And do we know if there's a royal family?
Are you saying that out loud? Or are you just wondering?
I'm asking if Cass would know. Like, I'm sure he would know the basic political, things that people would know. What basically is who's the ruler of the country that you're not friends with, and if they have a royal family.
You do know that they have a royal family. You don't know much about them. Other than rumors say they're scaly creatures of hideous features and stuff. You do not know the name of the capital, not off the top of your head. And that's probably because I don't know where my notes is for the capital name.
It's okay.
Well, let's head towards. Well, you mind if we join you once again,
I just call
Mr.
him- I
North?
just call him North. Yeah.
Mr. North, to the capital.
He laughs.
Mr. North?
You can call me Seta. Seta Longbow.
Set the long. It is an honor to meet you, Set the Longbow. Yeah.
Wait, if you could have told us your real name, and why tell us now?
Because we're not in a place that won't steal my name. Names are very
Exactly.
powerful. If you say your name's to the wrong person, they can take a lot from
Yeah.
you.
He's not from there, are you?
Sorry.
No.
Are you from here?
No.
Different plane?
I'm from somewhere. I don't remember where. It's a long time ago.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so
But
he was
fine.
probably worried that we were from there.
I see. No, I think I get what you mean. But find enemies.
And you can call me Cassian or Cass.
I'm just passing by.
That is Todd.
Ah, why'd you tell him my name? I was trying to be mysterious.
Hmm.
Dark Cassian. Todd.
Hmm.
And then he will point to you, Infernity.
Infernity and Sada.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I can lead you to a path. After that, we'll probably have to split ways.
Well,
That'll be
that'll do.
that'll be just fine.
As fun as these interactions have been, I'm not quite welcome in the capital.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. It's nothing important.
You definitely
but
seem,
it is
you seem like a wanted man.
rude.
What? I'm just saying.
You're gonna get us killed.
I'm only stating what I know, okay? Jeez.
That's gonna be like,
Okay,
well,
nope,
I was
okay,
gonna ask if it was an
Infernity.
interesting story.
Well, look, I've had my fair share of bounty hunts, some bounties. So, sometimes you get a little suspicious.
Remind me never to tell Infernity a secret.
Agreed, Todd. Agreed.
Alright, Minimates.
Wow.
Have a great... I hope you have
I'm
a
not
good
that
evening.
cruel of a bounty hunter.
Have
Jeez.
fun.
Well, but you're a very honest person,
But
and
still
that
a
gets
bounty
people in
hunter.
trouble.
It's either honesty or die. You choose.
Well, then.
Sometimes. It's better to be...
It looks like we're dying, huh, aren't we, Todd?
Well, I'm very
Friend.
honest.
So is he, but
I
he
don't
was
know.
making a joke. But
Seta will lead you guys down the path. He will take you to this river. Looks like an old beaver's dam. If you follow the river up north, you will hit the capital.
where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
River up north. Got it.
All the way.
Anything we should worry about? Like, you know, if there's any, though, you might not have been here for a while, huh?
Let's see. They're normally really good at keeping this far into the country. Really good at keeping things in check. But just in case, spiders. Keep an eye out for them.
Oh,
Spiders.
oh.
Great.
I wonder.
Fantastic.
They're usually a problem near the border. They've been... But that's not here or there. I do say be
Cass gets a
careful.
little tense about that.
Just be careful. He'll look at you and be like, well, you can't really hide where you're from, but try not to stand out.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, there's a different fashion sense here.
Quite. You'll see the more you get into town. None of you will look quite the part. No, well, not even the fancy man.
Which fancy man?
He points at Todd.
Yeah, I'm the fancy one.
Okay.
I'm just like, yay.
Ah,
Okay, sorry about that.
do you know? You seem to have a sense about things. Do you know time? Like, you said time works weird or differently from the Feywild than it does here.
Yes.
Do you have any estimate on what it is right now? Like a year or a date? Is it still... He says the date that he remembers it was.
Yeah, the
And
second.
I was going to bring up the calendar to say it, but I can't find it.
It was the 2nd of Nixus.
Is it still like the 2nd of Nixus? Or
He will.
around there?
Hold on, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Actually, it would have been the 3rd of Nixus.
Nope.
Because we met on the 1st,
You met on the 1st. Yep.
out of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Then, oh no, yeah, it would be like the evening of the 2nd.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
He will sit there for a minute, and he will put a finger in his mouth, put it out in the air, and he will think. Well, I know we're still in Nixus. The air is still bitter and cold. It's the correct date. I don't know. You will have to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, at least if it's been... So at the same time, that doesn't determine year. So that just seems perfect, but... Fairy tale storybooks are real now. He's muttering to himself. Well, thank you for guiding us as so far. And good luck on your journey.
Oh.
And if we meet again, we should share a drink.
If we meet again, maybe a different time, a different place. I don't know if I'll remember you. We'll see. Bye-bye for now.
He looks at him. I owe you a drink next time. Very clearly.
He will
So-
wave. As he's waving to you guys, he flaps his arms a bit and he's an owl and he goes.
Oh,
Druids, man.
yeah.
Druid.
Yeah.
oh yeah, he's a druid. I forgot. I completely forgot. I'm just like, how did he? What? Oh yeah.
Well, like you said, if we follow the river, we'll find.
We'll get to the capital.
Yep.
Maybe find some laundry hanging out on the way, so we don't stick out so much.
I think we're gonna need more than laundry.
I kind of stick out more than anyone.
I'm sure they have Jinsai up here.
That's- I mean, it's possible.
I mean,
Although he did have a point, like pointing at Sut. He may probably stick out more.
I mean, yeah, you're not even from here.
well, yeah, hell.
He just
But,
raises his eyebrows. That's just rude.
Though
That's fact.
he might actually fit in fairly well. I mean, he has scales, and the rumor says, you know.
But he's not very ugly.
No, he is not. But, you know, rumors embellish. And you know
Big
what people say about
insult.
people they don't like.
Such as rudest insults to Sada right now. He's not that ugly.
Yeah.
We didn't call him ugly. He said he's not ugly.
Yeah.
Okay, I misheard that. That's fine.
Oh,
Okay. I did say not very ugly. I didn't mean it as that. I'm just like, I don't think he's ugly.
so does this?
Anywho.
How shall we get across this river? Do you think that collection of
It's-
logs is sturdy?
It doesn't look too deep.
It's a beaver dam, right?
Or do you really want to get your feet wet?
Something.
I mean, I've already dipped my head. I'm already soaked enough as it is. So
You're
Well,
dry
to be
now.
true, I can't dry us off.
I have anything to...
It is
I
can't.
don't think I have anything to help.
you know what? I'm going to. I approach the waters and stick my foot in.
It is quite
Test
cold.
how deep.
It is.
How deep is it?
Well, from the edge of where you are at. I'm sorry, pull up my map here. And look at where exactly what part of the river you're at. Zoom all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
All the way.
Come on.
Sorry, I just had a thought.
In this section, it is quite, you do, from where you're standing, it starts out where you put your full foot in, and then you can see it, like, it slopes downwards a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it might go up to your shoulders in depth.
I can live with that if it's. So I'll just slowly step into the water, probably up to my neck, right?
Yeah. By the time at some point you get fully submerged in, and you're just kind of walking across the water just at your neck.
Yes, we'll shake his head and then do like a little thing up onto the bridge walkway to, the dexterous rogue type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see the
But then turns, it's like, puts a hand out to Todd or Sada, whoever was closest. You know what, coming?
I'm gonna take a look at my stats real quick before I decide to do anything like that. I'm not walking across that.
He smiles. Sada just smiles and uses his and looks at his lance for a moment and says, "Hey, does anyone want to hold on to me?"
I
God, you're
look at
up.
Sada. I look at Sada and I'm like, do I look like somebody that would hold on to somebody?
Well, I mean, you held on to my hand pretty tight not too long ago. Wink,
I'm
wonk.
not carrying you.
No. You're not carrying me. I'm not carrying you. You just hold on to me. That's all.
Oh. Yeah, why the fuck not?
He just smiles and looks at and smiles. You might want to hold on tight.
Okay. I guess I don't know.
I rolled a.
Fox,
I'm
I
gonna
am
do a
going to
piggyback
jump.
ride.
I'm going to jump.
Okay, I figured
You're
that's
going
what
to
you would
jump.
do.
Fuck you.
Well, as they start, the cast, I rolled acrobatics, nat 20 with a 4, so 24 to
Nice. Yeah,
coolly get across.
you get up there and you just like casually walk across and then occasionally jump over some bigger
Maybe do a spin or two, showing off,
showing off.
and then
How far can you jump, Trace?
How far is this place? What's the length of this place?
It's a good question. If we're going straight across, let's say from here to here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, about 90 feet across.
Oh, wow.
So he'd have to make 3 jumps. So does he see, or he should be able to see good footholds for each spot? Yes.
I mean, you do see the giant beaver dam that you could jump onto.
He just smiles and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this." He's just gonna have a little fun with this.
Alrighty.
You mean to roll the acrobatics?
Yeah, let's see how well you do. Because you're holding a passenger. I think you should probably roll with disadvantage, because I don't know if you've done this with a passenger before.
Well, I do have strength mod to acrobatics checks, which is even more fun. So I still get, because it's the strength and dex. Actually,
Sorry.
well, actually, Fox, do you want it to be both strength and dex to the acrobatic check, or just strength or dex?
Either
'Cause they're both the-
just strength or dex. Let's...
Okay, so it's just okay, that's fine. That's funny. So, Fox, do you want to hear the number?
I would love to hear the number.
That's a nat 30. Or nat 20. For a 30.
Alright, I was ready. I was pulling out a note card ready for like a nat 1, and I'm so disappointed now. I put that back. Alright. Alright, so you grab a hold of Todd, and he kind of almost sweeps you off your feet, Todd.
Oh no.
And then he jumps, and you're flying into the air, and it's almost magical for a minute. And then you crash down to the ground, and he lands safely, and then he's holding on to you.
In the middle of the river.
Yep, you are.
And you notice that he does it again.
He does it again. And he jumps up in the air.
It's 3 times.
I don't know how I feel about this.
you held on.
I'm just like, I don't know which one I would have rather had. The jumping or the almost dying falling off of a beaver dam. These are both terrifying. However...
I mean, I'm just swimming through here, so...
Yeah, and Verdi
I'm just watching.
Verdi's swimming.
You jump again.
Eternity, you're so normal.
You're up in the air, and then you come back down, and you land softly on the other... And then one more time. Before you can catch your breath, Todd, he jumps again. And you land safely on the other side. And he's like holding on to you, like firm, but like gently. As you're trying to catch yourself.
He just smiles and gently puts Todd down. There we go.
I think I'd rather stay on the land.
Yeah.
He smiles.
Land is nice.
He's like, the air is quite magical.
You
feel like you're soaring or he just thinks about it for a minute. That's true. Usually, or I'll put it this way. When you're soaring like the way you are, or the way you are when I use or you think that's bad, you should see what happens when I use the lance.
That's what I thought you were going to do, was like pole vault it.
Well, kind of. Yeah, basically that's what he did.
But what does the lance do?
Well, the lance gives me the upward momentum to be able to use the extra momentum to jump properly. As long as it doesn't get stuck, I'm fine.
And there's a chance we could have got stuck.
There's a chance.
There's a very zero or more than 0% chance that it'll happen.
But it's not.
Very rarely.
It's not 100% zero. There is a chance.
Oh yeah, like I said, there's a not 0% chance.
Well, that was a wonderful experience. I don't think I'm doing that any more time soon.
You want me next time?
Probably.
As Dorcassian says as he does a flip off of the beaver dam.
I'm still trying to catch my breath.
You guys patiently wait as Infernity swims across the river and gets up onto the surface.
Just watching Infernity swim, Man, should have just swam across. No, I can't swim. I can swim.
Eventually.
And then when he gets out,
Sorry.
I don't even know if I can swim.
I was going to say, after Infernity gets out, Cass wants to go up and, like, gently flick his nose to dry him off with the prestidigitation, even though it's not a touch thing. You know, he just likes doing that, messing around.
You went from very soaking wet Infernity to all of a sudden you're dry. You're like, oh, thank God.
I mean, I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
No problem. Well, there's paths.
There's indeed.
Does it look like there's anything up ahead, or does it look clear?
It looks
Actually,
clear up ahead.
perception.
Oh, go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Oh. 21.
21.
21.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, wait. Perception. Oh, wait. -1. My bad. 18, though. It's 18. So.
18. Alright.
Shame.
So, from what you can see a bunch of it partially here. It looks like it's debris ridden, and there's like rocks and stones and trunks and stuff. But the farther down the path you can see it merges with a very well constructed path of bricks and stone. And it looks very clear. It doesn't look like there's a lot of people out.
What does it look like they're wearing?
You don't see anyone at the moment.
Well, there is a bridge up ahead, so we're on the right track, like you said.
Well, that's good.
Die.
It's not yet.
Let's not be too hasty.
Alright. You guys can
So we march, well, not literally march, but like walk forward.
You head down the path. Alright. So you head down the path. Eventually you do come across the paved path with stone, and you eventually come to a bridge which goes back over the river, which allows you to not have to worry about jumping or swimming. And you can see the city in the distance. You can see the capital. And you can see the river almost touching the city as it curves in and out of it. A giant castle in the middle that you can see. You can see the farmland, and you can see, surprisingly, the red moon in the middle of the sky.
And that would indicate...
It is about noon.
Okay.
It's been a hot second.
Did we travel back in time, or is it a different day? Who knows till we get up there? Oh, wait, hang on. Out of character, do they use the same calendar?
Yes.
Okay.
They just have different holidays and stuff. But yes.
Would they celebrate the White Horse?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
The White Horse? No.
Well, it's the festival this weekend.
Oh, I know.
Well, hopefully it hasn't been too long, or too many days. Though at the same time, it's still gonna take forever. How to take it back? Oh well.
I'd be a little bummed out if I missed it.
How is this capital compared to Senti? Does it make Senti look like baby?
Yeah, Senti is... I mean, you've never been to the capital of your country, but this capital makes Senti look small. It's not like, it doesn't make it look tiny, but it definitely looks like a smaller town compared to the how big this place is. Like, do I still have that example picture?
I was actually kind of excited to go to the capital. This capital.
You're like,
I'm sure it'll be fun.
For once.
Yep. Actually, trying to think of some small talk. Actually, I guess I look at Sad. Like, so what do you remember of your brother?
Sada thinks for a moment and begins. He sighs for a moment. Well, I remember.
As close as I can find to a good example of it.
Oh,
It's bigger than that, but like, you get an idea.
vibes.
Vibes-wise.
Basically, add more of the little buildings to the sides, going up the hills.
Yeah, like a lot. There's like so much going on.
Yep.
Basically, the whole middle ground is castle.
Yep.
He says, well, my brother was always he was always a overachiever. Me and him, when we fought, he always got upset when he lost, but he wasn't a bad sport about it, but he always took the loss hard, I suppose. But one thing he did always do is that he learned from every fight, no matter what, and so do I. Something I've learned is that no matter how many times you lose, even when you win, there's always something you can learn from the fight. What you did bad, what you did well, what you can do better. And I kind of apply that to every fight that I've dealt with. It's partially why if you noticed, I haven't really wanted to fight since I've got here. Because until there's an actual reason, I don't want to deal with it. Because most of these people, I'll be honest with you, and this isn't anything towards you guys, but the bandits, for example, that were following Kaz, they're nothing but undisciplined vermin. They're not anything anyway halfway decent. They're nothing halfway decent. Maybe they can get a few punches in, but what would be the point in fighting them? It'd just be a beat up or a fight just to fight. I don't want that. If I'm gonna fight somebody, I want to fight someone who's either as strong or stronger than me, and I want to get better.
So sometimes you don't have a choice in who you fight. As you mentioned, those guys tailing me. I'd rather not fight them either, but they're not going to leave you alone.
Well,
or, you try to walk away, you get stabbed in the back.
Well,
literally.
we walked away without them touching us.
No, wasn't there out of character? There was like what, intimidation tactics?
Yes.
There was some
Yeah.
intimidation tactics, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we may not physically fought, but it's not like we just walked away either.
No. But I'd rather do intimidation than just straight up fight. If the fight's needed, absolutely it's needed. And I'm not going to argue against that. But I'd rather delay the fight as much as possible.
I can understand that, but sometimes you gotta have actions speak louder than words.
And when that's the case, unfortunately, that's usually the time for death.
Oh.
I've
Remind
learned-
me not to get in an argument with you.
Well,
he chuckles.
arguments, he just laughs. Arguments aren't really... I don't really argue, actually. I've always noticed that if something happens, I don't really... If I oppose someone's viewpoint, I challenge it, but I don't fight for it. But if it comes for something, for example, like the chieftains, back on my world, then yeah, I'll definitely do that. Especially if I don't believe that the chieftain isn't going in the right direction. Because he's dealing with it, or... He nods. Yeah, what happens basically is that every 3 to 5 years, a chieftain is put in place by the Ara. the Zaya tribe anyway. And we we continue to. He thinks about it for a moment, trying to how to explain this. We hold a grand tournament, similar to what you guys have here, but it's only every couple of years instead of every year. And the winner, instead of this grand prize, gets to be chieftain. The chieftain controls every single Zaya Aura tribe. Auras being the race that I am, and the Zaya being the, I suppose, group I'm a part of.
Well, that's certainly something.
Out of character, real quick. Does that? I was going to make the joke into that sounding like you sort of sound like the Minotaurs from up north. Would that be a joke Cass could make?
Are you asking me?
I was asking Fox DM wise.
Okay.
Oh, I just read him. So yes, that is something Cass would be able to say. Cass is like, tribes and stuff. Sort of sound like the Minotaurs from up north, all fighting barbaric chief stuff.
Well, I mean, barbaric maybe, but I always think it's, honestly, I think it's in good fun. It's never, we don't, if someone doesn't want to compete, they don't compete.
Yeah.
The fights are to have fun, are to improve our skills and to fight and continue to work, you know?
Yeah. So it requires you to be strong to be able to lead then, like physically strong. So
absolutely. But it also requires the mind of a tactician. You can overpower your opponents only so many times before they outthink you.
But if you have the strength and stamina, you're not going to go down. So it's like,
you don't think a wizard can simply do something to me and take me out of commission, possibly even for the rest of my life?
So your thing is a no holds barred thing, where anything goes.
Basically. And as long as there's no death in the end, it's fine.
But if anything goes, there's obviously going to be some death.
Accidents do happen, but there's some kind of, he thinks about it for a moment, a referee, I think it would be the name you would use.
So there's bots that are roles.
Very few. He thinks about it for a moment. The basic thing is that if someone cannot obviously continue, then the fight will be stopped. Or if the other opponent obviously gives up, then that fight will end. Until then,
here you go, Brutus.
If there's no clear winner,
just for you.
Or if there's no clear loser, the fight will continue. And if that means it ends in death. So, I guess you could say there's no true rules, but...
Interesting.
It sounds like a good idea.
Perhaps. Though, when I think of leaders, I think... fighting... Cass is pondering.
To me, a leader means being strong in mind as well as body.
But with your competition, it seems like it heavily favors the strength and body. Like, there's nothing stopping somebody who would be able to just be best at fighting, who is shit at leading.
He smiles. Let me ask you a question. Say you as a wizard, just for a moment. You are a very high-powered wizard, and you see a fighter in front of you. What is the quickest thing you can think of that would kill that person immediately, or at least stop that person from attacking you?
Oh, well, there's very many spells. Well, depends on how graphic you want to be. Like, yeah, but at the same point, that's just favoring violence in the end.
That violence requires intelligence.
Yes.
Learning the difference between it is what's important. We always learned that while the violence is necessary, we'd rather use our brains as well as our body in order to become a leader. That's part of the reason why I try to learn as much as I can about this world. Because when I go back, I want to be able to tell my people about this place. I want to tell them the story, the place that I learned so much from.
Yeah.
The place that I,
I
Cool.
agree with you about the learning bit. I been to our library a few times too. So again, but even with that powerful wizard that you keep bringing up with the intelligence, it'd be too easy to manipulate. Like, that wizard could just straight up be evil. He'd be brilliant and also, strong, but then not be a good leader. But he's able to win the competition.
Do you mean good in the sense of not, or someone that is considered evil, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things? Is that what you mean?
Possibly, or like someone that doesn't just doing it for their own purpose instead of the group as a whole.
Well, if that's the case, then they'll be challenged once that person's time is up.
Yeah, but then you're stuck with that person who is for what? How many years?
Usually 3 to 5. It depends on. It depends. And
Just think of how much.
Go ahead.
Just think of how many horrible things you can do in 3 to 5 years.
He smiles. If rebellion is necessary, we've had it happen before. Once or twice. And when that happened...
Competition comes early?
Oh, not even the competition. He just looks at it and says, the last time I remember was about 10 years ago, back when I was younger. I was fresh, 18, 19 at the time. The previous leader had a bit of an issue and was power drunk. He tried to implement certain changes in order for us to get stronger, which we had no issue with. However, when he began trying to threaten other countries, other races, other people, and tried to use us as his personal fighting force rather than someone or a clan to protect our people together. That's when we rebelled. And I'll put it this way. That man's head was mounted on a pike to serve as a reminder.
But think of the damage he did do in that time, though. So
things can be rebuilt. Time.
Yeah, it is true. But lives cannot be brought. Well,
No.
He stopped himself.
He thinks about it for a moment.
Easily.
Lives cannot be brought back easily. However, those lives are never wasted. If they fought for the cause that they believed in, did they not die with what they believed to be dignity?
So, and if a baby getting killed, because you're taking over another village or something, did that baby die with dignity?
He thinks about it for a moment. No. But you're equating two different things here. You're
Well,
equating something along the lines of Zaya, or the chieftain committing mass murder, and then you're saying you're kind of equating it
How you
to
doing, Bruce?
our
This is
fights.
getting a little lore heavy.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. There's two different
That's how you
types.
choose your leaders, your fights.
Yes. Because you
So,
have to have strong leaders in order to do so.
yeah. But you just said also you had a guy using your people as his own war force.
We don't kill children. Even when, or we've had someone, or as I said, he has tried to. If I recall correctly, there was this old story. He closes his eyes and takes a deep breath for a moment. Depending on who wants to roll a perception check, you might be able to see what his feeling at the moment. You see for a minute that he takes a deep breath, not angry, but almost as if trying to control his temper. Almost as if this is slightly bringing up things of the past and is having an issue. And he just, for a moment, it seems like he tenses up, but then lets go, as if letting go of his anger again. And continues. Brutus, we're kind of on a wait for DM thing.
Yeah. Yes, well, it's fairly perceptive.
No, I've been back. I put it in the chat, guys.
I didn't even realize. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I just let you guys go. I like the lore.
Yeah. I was actually really enjoying it.
Dirty
And I just
20,
for Todd.
Cass notices the uncomfortableness, and he'll be like, you know what? We'll just table this discussion for later. Let's enjoy this nice view and walk while we can, before we run into trouble.
He
He smiles.
He just nods and pats his back. You feel the third pat is a little bit harder than the first two, but it's not a mean, like, I'm gonna fucking hurt you. It's more of a reminder of, I'm here for you kind of thing.
As this whole
Yes.
conversation has been going on, Todd had at some point whispered over to Infinity, like, I'll play you a tune, and just started playing this amazing melody on his violin.
Beautiful.
So also had gathered us, and we can listen to Todd's wonderful playing.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I do.
As you guys have gotten closer, you guys have been talking for a while, and you guys are pretty close to the city now, and you can start to see farms and animals and of the like. And you start to notice the people of this place. You see elves who look slightly different. They have these white hairs and tufts on their ears. They look soft-skinned, and a lot of them have gray to blue eyes, and they kind of give your band this interesting look.
That's really stands out.
You see these big, bulking creatures like yak-like in nature. They're like the yaks that you had watched over in the field in Infernity, but bipedal and walking and talking to people.
Well,
Like the minotaurs I just talked about.
Now-
Big babies.
now I've seen everything.
You see what looks like elven people with gray skin, with almost like this blue glowing bits or veins going up and down either their arms or necks, and even onto their faces. They have gray to white hairs as they stare at you guys, all taking interesting looks as you guys come through and head up to the capital. A strange sight to see indeed.
Well, not too different. What are they wearing?
They're wearing, a lot of them are wearing simple cloaks. Simple clothes like farming clothes. All these, they're very grays to greens. The yak people are wearing like more like kilts, and like some of them are wearing shirts and some of them are not.
So, clothing wise, Cass doesn't stick out. That's generally what he wears: greens and browns and stuff.
Yeah.
You
Clothing
might want to
wise, you
put your
don't.
foot up.
You don't.
He's a little darker than the other elves up here.
Sada would probably be what would kind of look like not an outcast, but he'd look weird, especially since he probably has his shirt off because it's like really, really hot for him at the moment.
Not that Todd has been complaining, but you have more of a tiefling nature compared to some of everyone else in the group. Well, except for Todd.
Have no fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I am just a team.
Out of character lore wise, I do remember that the high elves have issues with everyone else and probably don't like wood elf looking guys too well. Is that like a thing Cass would be like conscious of, like thinking, oh, these guys look sort of,
Yeah, you.
high elfy. I need to.
Yeah, they kinda give you this look, like you definitely don't look. You're not.
Basically, he's getting the vibe that hood up time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll once they start getting around more people, put his hood up to at least. At least make that look like he's not an elf.
As you get closer to the city, you start to see the gnomish people with dark, either brown to pale to purple skins, all just kind of intertwining and doing different things. Occasionally stopping to stare at you and then continuing on with their work.
When they pass one of the purple ones, Cass will like elbow Todd. And he's like, "Relative of yours?" As a joke.
I was gonna say they're
like joking
a
wise,
little taller.
it's purple.
Eventually, you do come across to the main gate. You see one of these white-haired elves, and then one of these yak people at the gate entrance, and they give you a look. The female white-haired elf will sigh and go, "State your business."
Traveling.
They kind of look you up and down. Obviously, anything in particular?
We heard about the upcoming tournament for the capital.
Wrong country, dude.
Well,
Nice.
I also heard there was a tournament out here.
You'd be mistaken. There's no tournament in this country.
Passing through, I think, might be a better reason
Maybe-
if we're
Maybe
not
I misheard then.
planning
My
to stay
apologies.
long.
Can I like hold up my violin and be like, business?
Entourage. if the
The yak will just kind of sigh at your guys' attempts.
do we give off the vibe that we're harmless?
You
I mean, I'm
off
pretty
a-
fucking harmless.
what were we saying?
that you definitely give off a vibe. Who knows what vibe you're trying to portray? So
Persuasion?
they will pop to a window and they will say a couple of things, and they'll wait a minute while looking at you before getting papers and handing them to you. You can fill these out and then return them on your way out. But know that the guard will be keeping an eye on you, as we do with all visitors. So don't feel special.
Duly noted.
And don't cause problems. I don't want to be putting you in the jail now, would we?
No, ma'am.
Absolutely not.
Be
He
gone.
just thinks about it for a minute,
Yes.
just wanting to give the cheeky answer, but no, of course not.
Cass opens his mouth and then shuts it. For once.
Enjoy. And they let you into the city.
Nod.
And I think this would be a good spot to end it for the night.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Not where I thought we were going, but that's fine.
Right.
That's
Right.
This is just
Like-
what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, got teleported by a kid and now
Got teleported back
Oopsie.
by water.
yes, we teleported back by water.
Yeah.
And we're in the neighboring war or neighboring country that are we at war or just like
We've had
practically,
feud with it.
but
They just don't
Think of
like
it like
them.
the
it's one
Cold
thing to put it over the edge and we'd be there.
Think of it like the Cold War. They're waiting for one or the other to do something.
Yeah, so
Or
it's a
perhaps like World War
standstill.
One, Archduke Ferdinand.
Huh.
Nah, Cold War.
Cold War feels like one.
A very
a-
long Cold War.
I'd go with it's
No, it's
political.
No, no,
You're
it's
going to be with the
the world's longest Mexican standoff.
God.
I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
But yeah, I hope you all had
Hopefully.
fun.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
This one was a
I
little
enjoyed
lore
myself.
heavy, so
Ooh.
who knows?
I had fun with it.
We gotta love the lore.
The lore.
figuring out Cass's political
That's-
thoughts.
The sweet knowledge.
Sweet knowledge. But yeah, I hope you
Well,
all
now
enjoyed.
TM knows more about the world, knows about world to fuck with me.
Oh yeah. I was writing down notes. Don't worry.
Uh huh.
We're ready
Oh.
down it.
Our country, Senti Gargoyle, is it a monarchy or elected officials?
It's a monarchy.
Okay. So, not the greatest ruling, but eh.
It's a ruling
Yeah.
nonetheless. But yeah,
What about in town like Senti? Is it like a mayor, elected mayor?
there's an elected mayor. So
Okay.
like there's the king. Think of the king like they're in charge of everything, but like they're not. So they're in charge of the country, and they're trying to like what ways they need to forward the
England, like-
country, and the general laws of all the place. There's the mayors that would keep in line as to what major the country laws, and then obviously whatever city laws.
Yeah. So, like England is now, I think.
Yeah.
Where you have the queen or the king, prime minister, then I'm assuming the cities have their own mayors and stuff.
Yeah, something like that. So like, they're just like the king obviously is the big important figurehead, and then obviously there's a bunch of little guys in between.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, so that was fun. I
Well,
I
Yes, it
have
was.
new ideas for things.
Expand.
But yeah. So we'll see what happens next time you're in a new country. Far away from home.
Are we gonna have guest stars soon?
Possibly at this rate.
How
I
did I get
know.
here?
I know one guest star that might show up.
Yeah.
It'll be like the old gang back together.
Gang's all here.
Except one of them's different.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well, I mean, they were. Yeah.
Oh my god, sorry, my dog is being dramatic.
you're fine. But yeah,
He keeps going, ooh.
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for coming to see the game. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I have to do my outro, and now everyone gets to hear it. If you like what you saw today, you should definitely give me a follow. We do stream more like stuff like this throughout the month. We have 4 different campaigns going on. If you want to give some follows on that. So far, all I've done is give them lots of lore. I've triggered the Saturday crew, and I traumatized somebody on the Tuesday crew.
And if any of the fans want to draw, fan art of Cass and Todd walking into the water.
I feel like the Todd's player is thinking about drawing the fan art for that.
Yeah.
I don't know, my list is pretty long.
But yeah, definitely should give us a follow. I also play Stardew Valley with friends, so there's a thing that I do. If you want to, you can definitely come and join us in the Discord. I don't have a mod right now, so I have to do everything myself. 1 second. There's the link to the Discord. I cause shenanigans in there all the time. Maybe not all the time, but every now and then I will cause problems. You should definitely come and give us a follow. If you want to follow me on all my socials, I will post a link for those. If I can spell, the dyslexia is strong with this one. There's the link to all my socials. You should definitely think about following on the Patreon. We have posted so far over on the YouTube the first episodes of the Old and the Brash and the Monday Crew. I'm posting another episode tonight for the Family Crew, and also posting tomorrow the first episode for the Samurai Crew, and those will be public in about a week on the YouTube. So if you want to give a heads up and catch up ahead of time, you should definitely go check out on the Patreon. But yeah, and obviously if you want to give me a gift, you do not have to. But there's a link to my throne. There's stuff on there for me. There's stuff on there for the bestest of roommates. There's stuff on there for Mao, all hail Mao, and there's stuff on there for the kids. But yeah, it's been a fun night. I got ideas. Whether you like those ideas later, I don't know. I feel like I'm playing nice with you guys, and then I'm just playing mean with the other 2 groups, and I'm sorry to those 2 groups.
I mean,
Well, we're a pretty chill group.
yeah.
I was about to
pretty
say,
chill.
so far we've
So
been
far.
doing pretty good so far, not to be fucked over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I have some ideas since we're at a capital with the ruling family that could add some fun.
Oh, cool. Can't wait to see how that ends up. But yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Say bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.